If I had known saying yes to one fake date would turn me into the headline of every gossip column in Manhattan, I would have run for the hills. Instead, I stayed partly because of the paycheck, partly because Ethan Cole's smirk was the kind of thing you wanted to slap off his face and kiss at the same time. It all started on a rainy Thursday. I was trying to avoid my landlord in the lobby when Ethan, yes, that Ethan, the CEO of Cole Industries, the man who made Forbes' most eligible bachelors list 3 years in a row, strolled in like he owned the building. Which apparently he did. "Liam Brooks?" he asked, like my name was a command, not a question. I blinked at him, dripping water onto the marble floor. "Do I owe you money too?" His lips twitched, almost a smile, before he said, "I need a fiancé, and I need him tonight." I laughed in his face. "Try Tinder." But Ethan didn't laugh. He didn't even flinch. He slid his phone across the concierge desk toward me. On the screen was a headline from City Pulse. "Rumors swirl about Ethan Cole's secret rendezvous with a married board member." Beneath it was a blurry photo of Ethan walking beside a woman I vaguely recognized from the tabloids. "I don't date my employees," he said, "or married women, but the shareholders are nervous. I need someone believable, someone they wouldn't dare question. And that's me. You're a writer. No ties to my company. You look." His gaze swept over me in a way that made my stomach do things it shouldn't. "Trustworthy. And maybe just rebellious enough to make them think I'm finally living a little." I should have said no. I should have walked away. But rent was due, and the idea of watching Ethan Cole squirm under the scrutiny of fake coupledom was just too tempting. The first public appearance was at a charity gala in Midtown. I wore a suit borrowed from my roommate, shoes that pinched, and an expression somewhere between help me and try me. Ethan, on the other hand, looked like sin tailored in Armani. He slid his arm around my waist the second we stepped out of the car, his fingers pressing just enough to make me stiffen. "Relax," he murmured for the photographers. "You're supposed to be in love with me." I tilted my head toward him, whispering back, "If I'm supposed to look in love, maybe try not bossing me around." His laugh was low, genuine, and it startled me. "Noted." The flashbulbs popped. Reporters shouted questions. Ethan leaned down, his breath warm against my ear, and said something I never expected from a man like him. "Thank you. We played our parts well. Too well." Within a week, every social media platform had dubbed us the city's newest power couple. The tabloids analyzed our every move, from the way Ethan held my chair at dinner to the time we were caught on camera sharing an umbrella in Central Park. But somewhere between pretending to be in love and pretending not to care, I started noticing things. How Ethan always ordered my favorite coffee without asking. How he made sure my building's elevator finally got fixed. How, when we were alone, the smirk faded and his shoulders dropped like he could finally breathe. Then came the night everything shifted. We were at his penthouse after a charity auction, both of us half drunk on champagne and exhaustion. I made a joke about how convincing our act was. He didn't laugh. Instead, he looked at me with this raw, unguarded expression that made my chest ache. "What if I didn't want it to be an act?" he asked. I froze. "Ethan." He stepped closer, his hand brushing mine, "Not for the cameras this time. Not for anyone but us. I know what this started as, but you make me forget what's fake and what's real." It was the most dangerous thing he could have said, because I wanted to believe him, but I also knew secrets had a way of shattering whatever they touched. And Ethan Cole had more secrets than anyone I'd ever met. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with the latest videos.